Welcome to Tasi TV, man. Hey.
She poppin', motivated, she a queen with a dream. Came from nothing, now she shopping, big things. Princess in the making, big rings. She ballin', no talking, she doing big things. She motivated, I'm sure you hating. Man on the mill, hard, got some patience. No more time for games, no more time for pain. She lane changing.
Hey y'all, it's Tasi G with another sassy situation. And this topic, I mean chips, sun chips. We both eating chips. This baby mom right here. But back with another video, and I really wanted to touch base on this topic. Actually, this is random. Like, we've been walking all day, all type of stuff, and we're just sitting in my room thinking about our past. And honestly, what's crazy, girl talk. All my ladies out there, y'all do the same thing. Y'all talk about y'all exes. So the topic that we're talking about today on Sassy Situations is our exes. Heartbreak. The reason why I want to talk about this is because, like I said before, y'all, we've all done been through it with the exes. And at that, like, this, we both were just talking about it, and it was literally, we both could relate, because this was our first heartbreak, and everything that we experienced was the exact same. So we definitely wanted to talk about it. It was.
So the situation for me, this was actually like my last relationship. If you guys don't know, I'm pregnant. I'm currently pregnant. I'm almost 5.5 months pregnant. So no, I'm not talking about my baby daddy.
Nope.
Or even my first kid's father. But I'm not gonna drop any names or anything. But so I was in a relationship with somebody. It was hard for me leaving the relationship. Like, this is somebody I literally tried to give my all to. Like, and I know I could have done, there was more I could have done, where I'm sure he probably felt the same. But it was like right person, wrong time in life is really how I looked at it. But like, the breakup, the heartbreak was devastating for me. Like, not only was I dealing with losing this person that I just absolutely love and I just wanted to spend my life with, I was going through a pregnancy, not really having a support system from the people that I wanted to be there for me. I got so depressed. Like,
I was there.
Yeah, like it was like stages I went through. So like in the beginning of the breakup, it was kind of unreal to me at first. Like I said, rejection is just a terrible feeling. It was super devastating for me. And then like finding out that he was talking like with somebody else, like I got so depressed to the point, you guys, I literally laid on the couch every single day. I'm not kidding.
In mode, y'all.
Every single day for the longest time. Like,
how close y'all was.
He was legit.
So you didn't even experience heartbreak like this.
This man was legit like my best friend. Like, so I honestly believe like people come around, or like you meet people at the right time in life. You know, everybody serves some type of purpose in your life. When I met him, I was dealing with my own personal issues, going through some things, and he was like, he came around when I was just like trying to figure out how to step out of this hole that I was already in. So, you know, he became my backbone through that, my absolute support. Like, he was my strongest supporter. Anytime like I was in a bad situation, whether him and I were arguing or on bad terms or not, like, he was always my go-to. Anytime anything good happened to me, this is the person I would go to. Like, and he would, when I was doing something wrong, or, you know, I wasn't on the straight and narrow, he would be the one to be there to like, look, get me back in line. And then it wasn't even like in a harsh way. It was just like, look, I love and care about you. I want to see you doing better type situation. Family vacations, like, my kids became super close with him. it got really deep for me, and I feel like maybe it wasn't the same for him because he felt like I wasn't giving him what he needed. Like, that's why we broke up, because he straight up told me, like, you are pretty much holding me back in life. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to. I never
Ain't
wanted.
that some bogus stuff to say to somebody, y'all?
But I never wanted, if that's how he felt, like, I never wanted to be that person, like, to somebody that I love and care about. I don't ever want to be your downfall if I love and care. I don't want to be anybody's downfall in life, but, like, especially to somebody that I love and care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never want to be the one to hold you back. Like, that's just not, it's not a good feeling. So, but, yeah, it was just.
My bad, sis, I ain't trying to interrupt you, but it's literally like if you love them, let them go.
No, really, though. Like, and then we tried again. So, I had left state. And I came back and we were like just friends trying to like see how things would play out, and it didn't go well. I don't deal with ill feelings very well. I don't deal with negative emotions very well. I get super depressed, and when I get depressed really fast, and it goes downhill quickly for me. But like,
let me tell y'all something about this girl. This girl don't get no dang depressed. She get crazy.
I didn't do nothing crazy. I did it, not this time. I didn't do nothing crazy, but like it came in stages for me, because like I said, I got super depressed. So I went like through this depression stage for like a month and a half. I got really depressed. I went through like my whole depression phase, and I didn't want to be involved in outside life. Like literally.
Let me tell you something. This happened around my birthday. So while she was like moping around while I was like going out of town and stuff, I literally like forced her to come to my birthday.
And I didn't want to. So I told my brother, at the time her and my brother were still together, and I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go to Tasi's party. No. He was like, well, you can tell her, because I'm not.
And literally, I was like literally on my way back in town for my birthday. The same day I went and celebrated my birthday, and she thought that she was finna ditch me. Mind you, I've been asking her for like a good 2 years.
To go out with her.
To come and party with me finally, so we can build our own bond. Trapped her, got a rest to go out. And after that day, like, it was a wrap.
At that point, you guys, the only thing that I even like had the slightest smile about was having the kids around. Like, the kids would get me, you know, like I would play around with them and laugh and giggle and things like that. But like, I just didn't want anything to do with the outside world. I didn't want to go nowhere. I literally just wanted to lay on the couch. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. Like, just leave me be. Then I had once I kind of got out of that, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of what helped me get out of my depression phase was watching her fall into hers. Because as I was going through this, that's when she went through her breakup with my brother and started, you know, everything just started spiraling out of control. And it was like, okay, now I see her going through this, and I know me being like this is not going to help at all. Like, and I just felt like I needed to be support for her and my nephew.
We literally went from like me being up here to her being down here to literally it shifted just like this. So we're like, we both ended up like right here on the same level.
Yeah, because like, it was, like I said, it was intense. There was a lot of emotions at that time. Like, I didn't, and it's so crazy because she just asked me before we started this video, like, are you sure you're ready to talk about this? Like,
I did though.
I have whole moved on. I'm in a whole nother relationship with a whole baby. Let me show y'all something. So I was given this not this teddy bear right here, but I was given a teddy bear by my ex-boyfriend on Valentine's Day. Last year. And
this the bear that she won for me at the state fair. Yeah, my first bear won at the fair.
This tie right here came on Reese's neck. This was his bow. Well, that was my bear's name.
And some of y'all who follow her on like social media, y'all know
who Reese's is. But like, I kept this bear for the longest time because I felt like that was the last piece I had of letting go of that relationship. And I literally kept it up until one day I called Tasi and I'm like, you know what? We'll insert clips of Reese's cremation service in the back alley. I literally cremated this bear. No, honestly though, like it was a big thing for me. Like, that was my last piece of moving on and letting go of, you know, that relationship. But like I said, I was trying to I was trying to be supportive to Tasi, but at the same time was still kind of really down in the dumps myself. But me forcing myself out of that, like, you know, me forcing myself to smile every day and get up and do things like that helped a lot. I went through this phase of like, you hurt me, you know, and I don't say, like, I'm not here to bash this person or make him out to be like he's just a terrible person, because in all honesty, he's really not.
No,
he was an amazing man.
I met him and he was really dope.
He was an amazing man. He was super good to me. He was super good to my kids. He would have done anything I needed. Like, we weren't meant to be together forever. Like, I honestly feel like he was there to be a part, like a stepping stone in life for me. And I don't mean to say it like that, but like, he was there to help me overcome what I was going through so I could move on and, you know, get somewhere else. Like, look, I really feel like that was the purpose of my life.
Me and Melissa been knowing each other since I was like, what, like 19? And we're like in our 20s. We ain't gonna say what 20s, because
we both 21, okay?
Okay. But I literally watched this girl like do like some childish stuff, spaz out for no reason on people, to where like literally when you started talking to this person, sis, I ain't even lie, you know, a lot of people think like this my glow up moment. No, that's when you glowed up and you grew up, like, for real.
And I still have a lot of growing to do, but
of
like
course,
and he even knows himself. If you see this, shouts out to you for being a dope ass individual. But no, for real, he even knows himself. Like, we've had conversations and he told me like, I just want, even if we don't end up together, like, I just want to see you do good in life. I don't care if we become friends or we never speak again. I just want to be able to help you become a better person.
He even congratulated her on this bundle of joy. He did.
Back in business. But no, he was this was somebody that I did not think that I was ever gonna, you know, separate from. You know, I thought at one point, like, I want to spend my life with him. And he, like I said, he was amazing to my kids. To this day, my kids still randomly ask about him. Like, and my youngest especially, he was really young when he came around. But getting out of that whole like depression, like the whole depression stage, I got in this mindset like, well, now I'm kind of bitter. So I'm gonna be a hoe.
Yo,
no, but listen,
don't judge, because don't act like y'all ain't never been in these
judge
shoes
if you
before.
want, call it what you want, but I wasn't literally
but
like.
Don't forget, if you judge, make sure you watch all the way through and you leave the comments down below.
Okay. No, but really though, like, I don't mean that in a way of like I was just out here sleeping with everybody and getting paid for it and things like that. No. I just wasn't. I would not commit. I would just. It wasn't something that I would have even thought, like, me being in this situation now, having a baby, being with somebody, literally. Like, mind you, the man that I'm having a baby by, I've known for over 10 years, and like, we were the best of friends before this happened. I love him to death. So it's like, me ending up in this situation a year ago, I would have never guessed, because I was in such a dark spot about like love and like what that shit ain't for me. It was just no, for real. I got like, so I went depressed, bitter, just wild. Even when like me and my baby dad.
But you been wild, got you pregnant.
Right, I was just gonna say that. Like, even when me and my baby dad like started talking again, you know, neither one of us like wanted. I didn't want no relationship. Like, that was not. I even told my sister like, no, I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to be in a relationship. That's just not.
Y'all, she was just homing so much she had to slow down. Not saying she was sleeping with everybody.
No, but that's just for a lack of better term.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I don't know. Like, I never guessed that I was gonna be where I am now. Like, even 6 months ago, right before I found out I was pregnant, I was like, yeah, no,
she was not. She was not.
I had a whole man mentality. Like,
she was not with the ish.
We can meet up, have fun, give me what I want, and you can go on about your business. Don't blow my phone up. Don't text me a million times. Don't ask what I'm doing, where I'm at, who I'm with. None of that. Mind your business. No, but like, that's the mindset I had. But like, I went through a really bitter phase, and that's where it put me. Like, I don't want no relationship. I don't want no man to tell me he loves me, and I just felt like it was a huge
she
lie.
was a whole dude. I'm talking about, she was out here moving the streets, like leaving town, all type of stuff.
Yeah, no, I was
doing stuff out of town,
dipping out of state.
Yeah.
Listen, I got wrapped up in a situation, okay?
We gonna talk about that on a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video.
And trust me, y'all gonna catch that video.
But I'm just gonna tell you this. It got so deep for me to the point I was messing with somebody else's husband.
Stay tuned, because that one's coming after this one.
It happens. I mean,
after this one.
It happens. It happened, okay?
But look at her now, though. Look at her now,
whole housewife.
She said whole housewife. She is whole housewife.
No, but I love that man, though. Like, I legit love that man. I love him.
I can definitely tell, y'all. I could tell. I could tell.
I do.
Because she's calling me all the time. She's calling me all the time. So, I know. It's cute. It's so cute. I find it disgusting. Like, for real.
But
I be like,
overall, I guess the point of it was, breakups are never hard, are never easy. They're never easy. My point is, don't let losing somebody else make you lose yourself. Because I definitely did. I mean, ultimately, I found myself going through that process. I really did. Like, my mom and everybody was like, I feel like Melissa's so depressed in this heartbreak.
Yo, they thought she was going through a
midlife crisis.
Yeah.
They were telling everybody, calling my family, Melissa's going through a midlife crisis. Actually, it was my quarter life crisis. Get it right.
Okay.
And I was just trying to...
Because I know y'all going to be watching this, parents.
Hello, hey, Mom. Hey.
Hey, Mama.
But for real, though, like, I went, like I said, in the beginning of that, I lost who I was. I lost sight of the bigger picture, pretty much.
But she found herself, though, y'all, like any other breakup.
But yeah, and through the process of that, I also did a lot of, like, soul searching, and, like, not even trying to be corny or anything, but for real, like, I did a lot of searching within myself, like, looking at traits that I didn't like about myself, things I needed to change. And there's still stuff that, you know, I'm working on, but that breakup pushed me to look at things a lot differently.
You could think that because, like I said, watching her, not even my own experience, because my story that's about to come next is different. I can literally tell that she learned a lot about herself, because it changed her not to go back to the girl that she was before she met him, but it changed her to become, y'all, seriously dead ass a grown ass woman. Like,
no, I grew up a lot.
No,
I've grown up a lot.
No, for real. She's so calmer these days, y'all. She is.
Because if y'all would have knew me even 2.5 years ago, I was such a firecracker.
She was.
Such a firecracker. It taught me a lot. Not even just about myself, though. Like, I have expectations of others and holding other people to these standards, and, you know, like, just certain things like that. It definitely put things into a different perspective for me, where now I can, you know, I'll get upset about a situation, but it's like, wait a minute, take that back. Like,
you don't even spaz out like you used to.
Like, reevaluate the situation. And, you know, my baby daddy now tells me all the time, like, accept the things you cannot change, and if you can't change it, move on from it. It's just, it is what it is.
I don't even think we, like, actually had a conversation and made it official. It just was just like a natural, it was official type thing. And everybody liked it.
That's how it happened for me, I
swear.
swear.
Like, everybody liked it, did it, and I was with it, and I was like,
everybody was calling us a couple before we were actually a couple. And him and I knew, like, this just my homie. It just happened.
But what was so crazy, though, it was just like, I would not bring him around my mom or none of my family except for my sister, Damo G, the one who normally do my makeup, which y'all gonna see a lot more of her work. Shout out to you, Damo. But I would literally go watch him play basketball. He would come pick, y'all, he was the sweetest. He would literally bring me flowers on just any random day, just because, bring me cards just to say sweet stuff to me on, like, any random day. Like, and he would literally, he knew my favorite thing to eat was, like, pancakes, and he would literally come and get me in the middle of the night at a random time, and we would go to IHOP and just eat pancakes and talk. I'm the type of person, and I've kind of always been like this. I don't know why, but But I've never really like had boyfriends or was close to like a male like that. I just always, you know, did my own thing. I'm my own person. I do. Tasi does what she want to do when she want to do it. I've always been like that. So, but out of nowhere, all that beautifulness, all good things come to an end, but not an end, and it came to an end. He cheated on me. He did, and he cheated on me in the worst way, to where he didn't even tell me. I had, not even trying to bash him, but this is just a fact. This is truth. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to bash people, but I do tell my truth, because I don't need nobody telling my story. I can tell my
facts.
own story. Okay, I don't need nobody
telling
my
my people's
story.
voice, big facts.
Y'all gonna see him on a whole nother video too, coming soon. But just wondering why I would call him, I would get no call back. I would leave him voicemails, he would not respond back. I would text him, he wouldn't text me back. I would ask about him from like different people, and everybody be like, oh yeah, I seen him, and that was it. Oh, tell him to call me, tell him to text me, tell him to something. But I would not hear from him until this one time. Mind y'all, I was moping around like, he's supposed to be my boyfriend. Like, we went through all this stuff and he just not contacting me. My sister came up to me. No, actually, I'm gonna start off like this. Who came up here? Travis Porter. Y'all remember them? Okay now, ladies. Yeah, you know your man. Shout out to them on Rights to Their Music. There you go. But they ended up coming up here, a concert at Karma. For my Minnesotans that know what Karma was, they ended up coming up here. I believe it was Karma or Epic. It was one of them. They ended up coming up here. My cousin invited me out to go with her, but I was moping around, so I was like, no, I ain't gonna go. And my sister and her baby dad ended up, at the time, her boyfriend ended up going out to the concert, and they ended up seeing him there. But of course, he was not there alone. He was there with a whole nother girl. And my sister, mind y'all, my sister was like so busy, like, you know, like moving in, unpacking and settling into like her own stuff, to where like we didn't really like have time to like talk and stuff, to where in her brain she thought maybe they broke up. Okay, she spoke to him, hey bro, this is such and such, this Diamond. Like, oh hey, you know, nice to meet you. I don't really know how it went down because I wasn't there, but my sister ended up coming up to me probably like the next day or like 2 days after that, and was like, oh, you and what's the name broke up? I'm like, no, we ain't break up, but I haven't heard from him in like weeks. And she was like, you sure? I'm like, why sis? Why sis? She tells me that he was seen at the concert that I was supposed to go to anyways, that I denied.
Good thing you did, and everything happened for a reason.
Girl, she said that he was seen there with another girl. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. It was like doomsday. Okay? It was like ringing in my ears.
And that's a feeling like, when you get your feelings hurt like that,
it felt like my chest.
Through your throat, in your chest, in your stomach. Like I know, girl.
Y'all, and mind y'all, I was a gangster and I'm still a gangster. Mind y'all.
Arms get all sweaty and shit.
Yes, I felt, and then at that, I felt even more embarrassed because my sister had to tell me this. And it was kind of like, I'm a type to where, why cheat? You ain't gotta cheat. Just tell me that you don't want to be with me. Even though I loved you so much. I love you so much. If you're not happy, go. Just like you.
For real.
If you're not happy, go. Go be happy somewhere else, because I would rather not see you hurt or me hurt.
No, because when you try and stick try and stick it out through a situation like that, you know, which I've also done before, stayed for many dumb reasons, but when you try and stick it out through a situation like that, in the end, we're both gonna be hurt.
Yes.
And it's gonna be worse for the both of us.
Why self-torture?
You know, I'd rather deal with this heartbreak of us breaking up mutually versus you lying to me.
That feeling was so real, to where like even after all that, like finding that out and stuff, and yeah, I was like, y'all, I was hurt, I was sad, but I'm a gangster. I would rather self-hurt inside than to actually let it be shown out there, because I not only tell you I'm a gangster, I don't cry. Well, I cry, but I try not to cry. I try to hold that stuff in. I'd rather try to learn to rebuild myself than to, you know, be like, oh, I need a shoulder. I don't know. I guess I'm like tough like that. Like I told y'all, I'm a gangster.
It's just like a defense mechanism for her.
Yeah. And I'm still like that to this day. But yeah, I was just like, oh no, we ain't break. And when she told me y'all, yeah, like I said, I was embarrassed, but I was just like, dang, like, the least he could have did was like, you know, tell me and stuff. And then after that, my sister left, y'all. I started hearing from like other people like, oh, she be going to his basketball games now, and she be driving his car now, which a car I was trying to drive for a long time, even though I didn't have my license at the time. But you know, a chick had a permit, you know. You feel me? She was driving his car. They was doing all this couple stuff, and I'm just like, dang, like, I kind of felt like all the stuff that
you guys did,
that we were supposed to finish and do together, he just found somebody else to do it with. To where like I literally started to figure out what I did wrong.
So did you ever think, like in the beginning of that breakup, did you ever think like, what did I do? Am I not good enough?
Yes.
So you went through them. Okay, because I thought it was just me, because I, you know.
And mind y'all, I moved back in my mom's house. I had a whole room upstairs in her house, and I wouldn't even sleep in my own room. Mind y'all, we never even shared that space together, but I wouldn't even sleep in my own room. I literally slept downstairs on the couch still, and left that room empty. For real, because I felt uncomfortable like everywhere. Like for real. I didn't feel comfortable going out, to like I stopped going out. Everything that he bought me, I wouldn't even wear the shit no more. I left everything alone. I left the shoes in the box, all that stuff. Like for real, I just felt uncomfortable to where like I literally turned into a hermit. I literally stayed in the house.
Yeah.
I would get invites out. I would not go. And
she ain't going out until she got that mindset. What Drake say? Started wearing less and going no more.
And you know what happened? That's exactly what happened. No, for real. That's exactly what happened.
Y'all see any pictures? Did anybody see me last summer?
Like, in Minnesota, everybody know everybody. Everybody know everybody somehow. Somebody.
And if I don't know you personally, I know you. I know somebody that knows you, that knows your brother.
Somebody sleeping with somebody baby mom, or sleeping with somebody baby daddy. That's how Minnesota is. It's small. And I moved in with my mom, and no lie though, y'all, I was barely at home. That's when my hoish ways just came, they just like blossomed out like, hello, I'm in the thing. When I literally blossomed out, y'all, it was a wrap.
No, for real, like,
I'm not, in mind y'all, every dude that I ever came in contact with, I'm not trying to talk about y'all, and I'm not trying to dog y'all. All of y'all was amazing. Y'all was great, and I enjoyed myself being in y'all company. I literally had like a lineup of like a starting 5. I need a lot of, and I did that out of me being bitter to where like I didn't even want to be around this person or not. I didn't want to see this person.
Anything to take your mind off of that and your heart away from that for that moment. Literally, that's what it was for me. Like to the point. I was telling Tasi, like,
I ain't even lie.
I'm going through my text messages. I was telling our little brother, like, bro, it's like 9 different numbers in here. Like, what do I do with this? Like, I literally had to just start deleting numbers and stop responding.
Yes, I stayed busy. Mind y'all, I had ordered like a whole new bed set and all type of furniture for my room. Helped my mom buy furniture for her house, and I wasn't even in the house. I was gone, always. Driving out on the streets, I kept myself busy to where I did not even want to think like that. But me being like that, me being out like that, I became bitter towards people that I considered my friends, to where like I became like snappy towards them for no reason.
Another thing I noticed I did, I got into this work mode, you guys, to the point like Tasi and Diamond had to tell me, like, Melissa, you need to chill.
Yes.
Like I was working like weeks
She would be exhausted. She would literally be like, women coming to work, literally off for like, she would get off at like what, 3-4 o'clock in the morning and go back in like 4 hours later, like, girls, you.
Or I would get to the house at like 6 in the morning,
sleep for
sleep for a couple of hours and get up, go right back, do it all over again, and they're like, oh, we'll see you in a couple days, you got a day off tomorrow, to the point they're calling me the next day.
She wouldn't even have a day off.
And I'm going right back into work. Like, it was a defense mechanism for me to, you know, like, it was survival mode type. Like, I got,
and that's how it was. That's how it was for me too. Like, literally, I stayed working, and then when I work, I get off of work, come home, either the dudes that hit me up or I would hit them up and head right out the door. To where like my mom literally told me, Tasi, you are very, I can't even say the word right.
Promiscuous?
Yeah, I would say promiscuous.
Y'all No, and that's the thing though, since a lot of people think
my mom, aka, called me a hoe.
A lot of people. My mama called us both some hoes, okay? But no, a lot of people think because you're spending time with this person that you're being intimate with them and you're taking your clothes off and you're having sex. That's not what I mean. I went through a whole phase.
I wasn't even being a hoe half the time. Like, yeah, I did have like sexual relations with them sometimes, but sometimes they take me out to eat. We just go chill. We're going to date, and yeah, sometimes we'll get sexual, but
like I said, I wasn't always, just because I was giving somebody time does not mean that I was always, you know, intimate.
I just kept myself busy
with that person,
and literally not just being around dudes, working too, making my money. I literally fell into making more money to where, like, y'all, I would literally take myself on shopping sprees. For like, I literally had like, y'all, you need one watch to tell time. Y'all know how many watches I had at that time?
Facts.
I had watches of like different colors to match the different color shoes I had, or the different type of purses I had. Like, I don't need this many watches to tell one time.
Yeah,
like, for real, it was like, ridiculous, y'all. I found any type of way to like.
It was to the point like me and Tasi would literally like take each other on dates. Like, when we had plenty of options to go on these dates with plenty of men, but it was like I was at this point where it was like, you know what? I don't even want a man in my presence. Like,
but my bitterness came to where like I started snapping on like the girls that me and my sister would like hang out with, and would have like random attitudes, even with my mom. To where like, y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is the moment where I confessed that I knew that I officially got my heart broken. Man, y'all, I was staying busy, making money, going out on like all these days. So like literally, y'all, I didn't even have no kid, but I would bring my niece with me like she was my kid, and she would literally see all my little male friends go with me, all that stuff. To where like my sister, you know, me and my sister was like having a conversation about something, and she brought this man name up. Y'all, and I swear I said something like so mean. And mind y'all, I am not a mean person. It takes a lot for me to get mean, but I guess heartbreak, it'll take you there. I said something like mean, and she literally like turned to me, excuse my French, she was like, why you being a bitter ass bitch? Like, literally told me that, y'all. I took a step back, y'all, and guess what I did? I broke down crying. I broke down crying so bad, y'all, I couldn't even talk. I was doing all of that. It was so real to me. Like, she literally told me, like, you need to calm down, relax, calm down and talk. Like, and I literally, like, I'm still talking, trying to get everything out, like, y'all, it was horrible.
No,
mind y'all,
real, though.
I'm like, gangster. I don't cry unless some serious stuff happens. For real. So we're like, I literally had to like calm down. I calmed down, and I explained to her, like, sis, like, my heart is broken. And it was shocked for her to even hear me say that, because mind y'all, I ain't gonna say like I don't do relationships, but I guess the way that my life path is, relationships just don't fall into play. So when it did, that's what happened. Like, my heart was broken. I told her everything about how I felt about the whole situation and all that stuff. And no lie though, y'all, I was stuck on this man for even years after us breaking up. Me and him ended up getting back in contact after I started talking to somebody else, but we was in an open relationship. And he kind of said something to me, like, basically like me being his like escape coat, and I felt offended by that. So I took a step back, stopped talking to him again. Wasn't bitter at that time, but I just took a step back from talking to him, and we ended up, oh, thanks, sis.
You're welcome.
We ended up talking again, to where like we literally had to come to realization. This is how the realization happened of me like officially like letting him go. He would literally, mind y'all, I told y'all, my mom loved this man, still do. He would literally pop up at my house, and my mom had no problem with this, y'all. Like, she would open up the door, hey! If she cooked, he'd eat. or else, you know, we'll go out and we'll get something to eat. He will literally come over to my house. My family will be there. Like I said, once again, all my family love this man. He will literally just pop up at my house, come in. Literally, sometimes I wouldn't even know that he's inside of my house until he come in and knock on my door. And I'm like, who let him in? Like, not even trying to say it like that. Like, why is he here? It was just like, who let this man in? And mind you, my mom don't like nobody her children talk to. But she like this man. So we're like, yeah, he would come over to my house, pop up. Everybody would be like, hey. He would literally like buy stuff and leave it in my mom's fridge. Like, you get too comfortable.
So I got a question.
What's up?
Is this person somebody that you would ever see yourself reconciling things with?
Why would you ask me this, y'all? My mom asked me this same question about this person.
I ask you because so many people have asked me this about my ex, and when I give them my response, they're like, I feel like you're lying. I would never, ever, he would never give me that option. I would never take the chance.
To be honest, I will always have like a lot of love for this person. So like I would literally look out for this person. But to take them back, and after everything that I've been through with them, no, I wouldn't. Due to the fact that...
No, I respect it because I said the same thing.
I would literally have to say no due to the fact of like, not even, yeah. A part of it has to do with respecting myself, but it has to do with protecting my heart and at that knowing and how much, growing in at that, like knowing my worth of like, yo, Tasi, you don't need that. And at that, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm a type to where I feel like once a cheater, always a cheater. Would you ever be able to like be in the same room with this person and be cool and still like, you know, conversate with them? Not basically like nothing never happened, but just be like, you know, we still, at the end of the day, y'all was friends first. Y'all was getting to know each other first. Would you be, of course, stuff not gonna be like the exact same, but would you be able to be cordial with them and being...
I was just gonna say,
cool.
I think I would be able to be cordial with a certain individual, not necessarily to the point of like us holding a whole conversation, but I mean, if I were to see him as, hey, how you been, hope all is well, you know, and keep it pushing. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't pry too deep. I wouldn't try it, you know, because to be honest, I feel like, I just gotta say this, I don't think I will ever, I'm over him, I'm over my relationship with him, but I don't think I will ever not love that man to some extent. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Like,
that's how I feel like.
I will always care about him. I will always pray for his well-being.
No, heck yeah.
I wish him nothing but the best. Like, even him and his new relationship, moving forward, him in life, like, I wish him nothing but the best. It's just...
That's how I feel.
It's not something that
I want to be. And
what's
crazy though, y'all, like me and this person, we still see each other out. Well, back when I was going out to like clubs like that, I would still see him out, and y'all, me and him could still kick it together. We still can kick it. We can still be in the same environment. He can still talk to somebody, have a whole nother girl there. I could talk to somebody, have a whole nother dude there. And it's like people just need to understand like the type of relationship that we had, because we were friends and cool for years, way before we even said like, hey, well, not like, hey, let's make it official, but making it into something more serious.
Yeah, no,
like,
I think if it was...
She done seen us in action of us just being cool.
I wouldn't be crazy and wild and cause a scene and be obnoxious or be disrespectful or anything like that, but it's more or less like a, hey, how you doing, you know, good to see you, and on my way. I don't want to pry. I don't want to be in his face. I don't want to spend too much time in an uncomfortable bubble. It's just not. I
don't know. I guess, you know, like y'all stuff is kind of like not like recent, but the years is kind of closer than like me and this person. Like me and this person, it's been years since.
Yeah. Whereas this is just together. Only a year ago that I went to.
Me and this person. Wow, it really was though, sis.
A year ago.
Wow. Why do we feel like longer than that? It's been at least like 9 years, going on 10 years, because mind y'all, me and this person met back up after high school in like literally like after I graduated. So when I was like 18, now that I'm in my 20s something, he's still in his 20s. Like, me and him, like, I could literally call him today just to come chill and kick it with me, and that's what happened. At the end of the day, I can be a human being. Like, I was bitter then, I ain't bitter now. I'll tell you that. Definitely.
No, really, it was a huge growing experience for me.
I'm closing the X Factor video out now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notification of my videos. And tell your friends. Don't be scared. We trying to get Sassy.
Tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend.
There you go. And at that, I need some more subscribers, so I need y'all to go subscribe. Oh, and stay tuned for the what is it called? What video? I'm gonna name it.
Somebody's husband, not mine.
Yeah, somebody's husband. Not my story, other people's stories. But Baby Mom Black out.